Hi, Larry, and congratulations on your general class ticket. Rah. Well, good morning, everybody. Evening, afternoon, whatever time it is in your world. Just a little update on the Yanmar. It's I got about almost 14 hours on it. Let me get off this thingy here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. There we go. So I'll zoom it in and show you some stuff I found. Lower this a little bit, or whatever the heck I got to do that. All right. As I said, I have about 13.9, maybe closer to 14 now, because I just was out moving some stuff with it. I found out that right around the 10, when I had 10 hours on it, is when the fuel gauge was showing me I was almost on E. So I said I'll run out and get fuel, and I ran to the store and got, I mortgaged the house and got 5 gallons worth of diesel fuel and put it in here. And 5 put me right back to full again. So I don't really know where I started when I got to the dealer. It was reading full, but it could have been, not quite full. But anyhow, so I'm estimating about 10 hours of normal use between, I was using both the bucket and the mower deck to cut. So about 10 hours got me about 5 gallons of fuel. That wasn't too bad. Like I said, and again, with me just learning to use it, so I'm sure I burned a lot up just with some things that I was doing probably incorrect. A couple of the things that I found with this is, since I'm not a common user, and I do want to add, the more that I use this, the better it works. Because I'm learning curve. I'm learning how to use it. There's not too many things that I've had that I've asked it to do that it couldn't do. I use everything from, moving dirt, moving horse manure, picking up and breaking big branches with the bucket that are in the way. Kind of was working on building a little bit of a quad track, and for a quad. My wife, we borrowed a quad, and my wife wanted to drive it, but she didn't like the big ruts and stuff, so I was kind of using this to move branches and until she gets used to it. Now she's telling me that I'm making it too easy. So anyhow, Mrs. Tim Time, that's just the way she rolls. So what was I going to tell you? Some of the things that I found that I did, just bad operating habits. Say when I'm dumping the bucket and I'll be pulling back on this, or lifting the bucket and maybe backing up at the same time, I forget to let that go. So I'm getting like, oh, yep, gotta let go, or I'll be pulling on it. Another thing I do is sometimes kind of ride with my foot on the pedal. Say I'm going forward and now I want to dump the stuff, I'll keep my foot down on the pedal a little bit, and even though I don't need to go forward anymore, I'll hear the transmission whining, and yeah, that was my transmission whining imitation. I've noticed that I need to keep my feet off the pedals when I'm not using it, when I don't need to go forward or backward, and when I'm done dumping or whatever, let go. Don't undue force or anything. I have, and I guess you can see, I have not taken the mower deck off yet, even when I use the bucket, and I haven't taken the bucket off when I use the mower deck. I use the mower deck or the bucket a lot while I'm cutting grass, I'm still trying to get rid of stuff in the yard and stuff, so I use that to take out big mounds of dirt and whatever's in my way, and sometimes to hold certain branches up so I can get underneath them. But I don't think that's the best practice, because I know a lot of times, this isn't a golf course, so there's a lot of ruts and bangs and bumps. As I'm going over them, the bucket's banging around, and that can't be the best for the bucket bushings and pins. So even if they're greased up. But for now, I don't cut that much of the grass with this. I cut usually behind where the horses are and everything. I cut the inside with the Husqvarna, the regular lawn tractor, so I'm sure as I use this more to cut grass, and once I get a lot of the ruts and stuff filled in, I probably will take the mower deck, or yeah, it'd be good cutting grass without the mower deck. No, I'll take the front bucket off, and then we'll see how easy that is to get off. But I just generally keep the mower deck cranked all the way up, and yeah, when I'm using the bucket, and then when I'm using the mower deck, I keep the bucket kind of low. I don't like to have it too high because, you know, obviously it'll block your vision. Another thing that I found about this, and let's see, it's zoomed into the pedals. Sometimes I've noticed I'll come out to start this thing and it won't start. It won't even try. Oops, you can see when I'm zoomed in here. Can't tell if I have the pedals or not. Let's point to them. Yep, it won't even try. So what I found was, and I'll get on the other side so it's not in the way. When you're driving this, and obviously this is your forward pedal, and you're using that, that's the engine, and you let go, you'll notice that pedal did not come back up. So right now, if you shut the tractor off, you came back in, sat on the seat, put the brake on, hit the glow plugs or whatever, you hit the crank, nothing would happen. Watch. Now it would start. So I oiled the linkage that's right under the pedals. I shot some WD-40 on all them, and it does seem to operate smoother, but it's still sticking. So that must not be the correct linkage that needs to be attended to. I do see they do have a spring. If you look in there, there's a spring on there that actually helps return this pedal to its position. I don't want to get into a heavier spring because anybody that has one of these, I think you notice when you're backing up and you let off this, sometimes you don't get a smooth release. You know, you kind of get a little bit jerky with the release. So I'll look into that a little bit deeper and find out that that's something if you come out to your tractor and it doesn't start, or if you have it running and you go and put the brake on and put the blade on and you go to get out, and as soon as you jump off the tractor it stalls, because this guy here, there it is. This guy here, the sensor thinks you're trying to back up, so it knows no one's in the seat, so it shuts the tractor right off. So again, on the back here, let's see, for the 3-point, let me zoom back out again. I always go the wrong way. For the 3-point hitch, and I'll bring us over here so we're all looking at this together. I haven't really needed it yet. I did have to use the drawbar to pull my other tractor. I got stuck in the mud down below, but if you plan on using your 3-point before you do, just oil these up real good. These ball and swivel in here, the eyelets, I oiled them and I almost couldn't do it with a screwdriver, so I shot some WD-40 on them. And they turn, they're still a little bit tight obviously because they're still brand new, but before you go to use it and get frustrated thinking, I gotta go up and get oil now, I oiled them up and they work a lot easier. But again, as you can tell, still pristine back here, haven't been used. Oh, gonna flip this back again. The tire size I like the little bit of height that I get with this. It's great for what I do with it. I don't know if it's gonna be great for everybody. It makes the tractor appear to be a little bit bigger. That's as far as it goes. Even though it's the same as the 324. I picked up used, and I'll have to go get them, so you'll have to give me a second to run and get those. I'll show you what I got. Alright. Now the quad's not mine, it's borrowed, so no, I don't have all the toys. These are, again, not a plug for them, edge tamers, and these go on, you can watch the video, see it on YouTube or from the manufacturer. So you know, when you're editing your movie and you think you turned the tape on and you didn't, well, tape, I'm old fashioned. You think you turned the recorder on and you didn't, or you turned it off, or who knows what the heck happened. So I don't really know how I was going to sum this up or where I ended, but I know that I was showing you the edge tamers. Oh, the edge tamers right here. And I said that they hadn't even been used, so we'll get a chance when we throw them on the tractor. Once the, I won't leave them on, I just want to see how they fit. And that's it for them. And I think that I was saying that the more that I use the tractor, the more I find the tractor can do. So it's definitely like a learning curve. You know, just like anything, you have to learn how to use the tool and get used to it. And I do have, I'll throw some video I took of me cutting the grass so you can at least hear it running and what it sounds like if you're curious. I think it's about 2, maybe a little bit longer. Feel free to watch 30 seconds of it. Whatever you want to watch, turn it off. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I didn't forget anything. This is like a retake here I'm doing right now. So again, thanks for watching, and have a nice rest of the summer, and we'll see if we get something else, some other videos, maybe get back to some more projects.